Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And today we are at Crater Lake.
Yes, this is in southern Oregon to the central part of the state. And it is late April. There is still lots of snow up here.
In fact, we're standing on about a 15-foot snowbank right at the moment.
Yes, they've cleared the road up to the Rim Village and part of the road, the West Rim Road to Discovery Point at this stage.
And I'm not really winking at you. It's just really, really bright up here.
And that's amazing because normally at this time of the year, it is pretty cloudy up here.
So we've actually scored a very, very nice day, and we're hoping maybe we can do some sunset photography up here a little later on. We're going to try both the location we're standing at right now, and we're also going to drive out to Discovery Point and see if we can get a view from out there.
So let's see what we can come up with.
Prior to going out to Discovery Point to do some photography, we took a walk around the village. Right now the village store and fast food restaurant is open. The lodge is still closed, and there are some pathways between the deep snow that you could walk from one to the other, which we did. It was a lovely little walk. Lots of folks were around the area and was really quite surprisingly busy. One of the funny terms that we learned when we got up here was the concept of a roofalanche. And we thought that was a very, very funny thing until we saw that. After the walk, we headed for Discovery Point. The road is clear, but as you can see, the drifts are still pretty deep. Before we get into our evening of photography, we just added a few iPhone shots here to give you a sense of just how beautiful the top of Crater Lake is while it's still partly covered in snow. Corinne and I have been doing a little reconnoitering around Crater Lake. Absolutely beautiful day. You can see some of the clouds are starting to come in. Hopefully that'll produce a really colorful sunset. During our walk around the lake, one of the things that we really have to be careful of is that the snow that goes up to the edge actually doesn't have anything underneath that snow. That's all overhang, and it will break away if we get too close. So we're having to stand back in the trees a little bit in order to make sure we're not too close. Carrying full packs on this snow was a real challenge. It was soft and slippery, and occasionally you'd break through to your knee or to your thigh. Very challenging walk.
So it's a little after 5:30. We've hiked up this hill at Discovery Point to get a better view out over Crater Lake toward the Wizard Island. And we're slogging up through the snow. It's bright and sunny still. The high today was probably about 55 degrees, 56 degrees. So it's beautiful, but it should get pretty cold as the sunset comes on. So we carried up a lot of layers of clothing to use as we get set up for our photography session when we're not working so hard. So we're going to get set up here. So we've selected a spot here on the brim, looking out towards the island in the middle of Crater Lake. That island was formed after the lake, so it's been growing due to volcanic activity underneath the lake. This was a huge volcano that blew many thousands of years ago and afterwards filled with water. There's a lot of precipitation here in the form of snow and rain, so it keeps the lake level very high, and the amount of water that discharges equals about the amount that goes in, so the lake level doesn't change that much. In the winter, the temperature of the lake stays just above freezing most of the time, so it never really ices over.
So this is the picture I've got framed up. I'm using the old log on the left and the two pine trees on the right to frame the island, and trying to get almost the entire island in. We're about 2 hours before sunset, so it's still pretty early, but we thought we'd come up here and shoot some reflection shots of the island while the winds were pretty calm, and those are working out pretty well. It's a really tough shot in order to balance from a light point of view. Right now I've got a 4-stop soft filter and a polarizer bringing in the sky a little bit to give it a little bit similar color to the actual lake itself, and also try to bring the sky down enough so that the pine trees have a little bit more definition than just complete silhouettes. So Corinne and I are expecting it to get quite cool tonight, so we're kind of getting bundled up here before it gets cool, and Corinne's going to leave her really heavy bag, her really heavy jacket, until a little later by the looks of things. So
Don't want to get too bundled up too soon, or else the cold will seep in.
it's going to be one of those nights where it's beautiful, but once that sun goes down, temperature's going to drop in a real hurry. So the goal for the night is to get a sunset photograph of Wizard Island here, and we're hoping that this haze around the lake will either form into a bit of cloud, which it was doing earlier today, and or color up a little bit. It's would really make the picture if we get a little bit of color in the sky tonight. So Corinne and I decided to change locations, partly because this is a sunnier and more pleasant spot, and also the clouds that are forming over that way, and we couldn't actually get them in the picture from the spot that we were in. So we're thinking that this might actually work out to be a better location. Now this location suffers from the fact that there's nothing kind of framing the island, so this shot is really all about the island and the water and the wall behind it. So it's a bit different shot to set up. So Corinne and I are both suffering from a lack of white puffy clouds out there. This would be a really pretty picture with some really nice big puffy clouds out there. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to do the best we can. Well, it wasn't for a lack of trying. We stood on that bank right up to and after sunset, and what we found was the sky didn't color up. We lost the light on the island, and to be perfectly honest, the best shots we got that day were much earlier in the day when we got the reflection of the island in the lake. And here are a couple of our favorite shots from the evening. Photographing the losing the light on the island here. We just had a ranger announcing something down below, So Corinne's gone to check it out. Hi there. Well, it looks like we're getting packed up. The light hasn't really improved very much, and it doesn't look like it's going to. And the Rangers were out just making announcements. Sounded like they want people to come off the mountain. So we're going to comply.
So we'll wrap it up here for now. Hope you enjoyed coming along with us.
And if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
And as always, if you want to know when we release videos, hit that bell button. And as always, if you want to leave a comment, a thought, or an idea, we love getting them, and we reply to all of them. Take care, and bye for now.
Bye for now.